Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today we have spoilers for September 14th, 2020, the week of September 14th, 2020 for PS4, Xbox One, PC, mobile, Nintendo Switch, everything. So, everything except for Switch first, and then Switch after the fact. So, now with Nintendo Switch. Let me set this controller down, and what we got going on with the video portion is just some more vault farming. I did pretty well this weekend. I got 15 or so vault keys, between 14 and 16. I couldn't pin it down, but at least 14 and up to 16 vault keys, and I'm still not done yet, so no epic vault keys, but I did get 2 class weapons. I got the dancing daggers and the plunder and peril, or whatever the heck the Corsair weapon is, the pistols. And I'm working on Sin's Harvest. I'm almost there. I'm on like 199 out of 250. So got a bunch of arcane trait stones, got a bunch of hero experience, gained a couple levels, got a couple and a half class weapons, got a bunch of vault keys. Like, was a good weekend. I got 3 power orbs. Pretty good. So let's get to these spoilers before people run away. Weekly event spoilers. PC, mobile, Xbox, PS4. September 14th, 2020. Monday, September 14th, we have World Event, obviously, in the new campaign. I think it's week 9-ish? 9 or 10? I'm usually right the first time, so campaign week 9, I think. It's definitely not the last week, yeah, so I think it's 9. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If not, it's 10 then. Anyway, World Event, Monday, September 14th. Gale, Spirit Whisperer, Human Mystic, Sin of Mirage. So it's a Sin of Mirage week for the World Event. We're going to have Sin of Mirage restrictions, if you want to start planning ahead. Faction event for Elithea. That might be the first Tuesday event for that one. That's a rather new faction. Pet Rescue for Uncalico Jack from Leonis Empire. Class event Thursday, September 17th for Doomsayer. That's a decent one, I think. Not decent, but you know, it's used for something. It's not completely worthless. And, yeah. Friday, Raid Boss. Wazir is the raid captain guy for Leonis Empire. So we have a raid this weekend. Haven't had that in a while, I don't think. So we got a pretty busy week. But this week was busy too with the vault, so been grinding all weekend. I probably grinded for around at least 10 hours, I'd say, which is probably about the least you should do, but for me that's a lot. I usually don't grind the vault very much. I don't need to, really, but you should, and I should, really. It's nothing but helpful. Anyway, don't go off on a tangent, Cinny. Was gonna do a live stream today for this, but I found that the pre-recorded spoiler videos perform a little better than a live stream early Sunday. People are, you know, somewhere or sleeping. Troop spoilers for Monday, September 14th, 2020, we have Gale, Spirit Whisperer, Sin of Mirage, Exercise, Discipline, then Resurrection. Arcane Planes, base rarity Epic, troop type Human Mystic, troop role Warlock. Let's check out what this chick looks like. Looks like a dude with a mullet, with a bunch of skulls and a weird looking scythe. It's pretty cool, except for that it's a woman that looks like a man. Not that that's not cool, but it's like a female mullet. Female mullet. Imagine a female. I'll probably put it as the thumbnail. So there you go. Maybe. Commune with spirits. I might put the Heart of Rage there. That's in there. Commune with spirits. Deal magic plus 3 damage to an enemy. If the enemy is a daemon, there's a 50% chance to transform them into a wraith. Mana color yellow purple. Mana cost 12. Commune with spirits. I always gotta read these twice. Deal magic plus 3 damage to an enemy. So already losing my attention. If the enemy is a daemon, there's a 50% chance to transform them into a wraith. That's not cool. Wraith can death mark. Why would you want to turn something into a wraith? Anyway, sounds terrible. Trait number 1, Arcane. Gain 1 magic when an ally casts a spell. Trait number 2, Necromancy. Gain 50% bonus souls from battle. Trait number 3, Spell Armor. Reduce damage from spells by 25%. Well, it's a Necromancy troop. But I don't think it really helps with anything. Yeah, seems pretty terrible to me. But I haven't used it yet. Don't even have it yet. So take that with a grain of salt. Monday, September 14th. The Vault. Heart of Rage. Anger is never without a reason, but seldom with a good one. See, I might have to put that as my thumbnail, so sorry. I don't know, we'll see. There's a lot of troop. We got 3 new troops this week, so that's usually what I pick as one of the new troops. Oh, geez, see? Okay, I keep saying that, and I'm gonna be wrong, because there keeps being a better troop every time. I think Heart of Rage might be the most interesting, though. Anyway, Heart of Rage from the Vault. Anger is never without reason, but seldom without a good one. Arcane Rage. Base rarity Legendary. Troop type Construct. Troop role Support. Yeah, I'll probably put this as the thumbnail. It's a... let's look at the picture. It's a dude coming out of some sort of magical... almost like lava, but it's more like a cloud with chains on his arms. He's got like a bucket on his head, a chain around his neck. I don't know, some sort of prisoner, slave prisoner guy. It looks pretty cool. I'll probably 99% chance I'll put that as the thumbnail, so you'll see. But you won't get to see the mullet chick, I'm sorry. Because that is a legendary, so we're getting a legendary. I gotta put that in the thumbnail. Raging Heart. Enrage all allies and enemies. Sounds terrible. Mana color red. Mana cost 6. Trait number 1, Firebrand. Gain 1 attack for each red ally. Trait number 2, Grudge. Gain 1 attack when an enemy casts a spell. And trait number 3, Stone Skin. Reduce damage from skulls by 50%. Word on the street is that this troop is going to be used to craft a Zul'Goth type troop. So that's the word on the street. That you'll be using the Heart of Rage to craft a Zul'Goth type boss, mythic, doomed, whatever you want to call it, troop. And it's going to be as hard as a Zul'Goth to get, so I don't know what that means. But Heart of Rage is supposedly one of the ingredients. Alright, the last new troop for the week, Monday, September 14th, Sin of Mirage, Indolator of Sloth, a lazy boy. He must be the raid troop. So I was wrong earlier, I guess. Arcane Spirit, base rarity Epic, troop type Daemon Knight. Well, I wasn't wrong, Terran's World was. Troop role Defender, because I'm just reading. Slow Demise. What does this guy look like? Sorry. A skeleton warrior with armor and a cape, with his head on fire. Imagine like Ghost Rider, but with armor and a cape. And he has like 2 big dagger, curved daggers. He's pretty cool. Man, it's gonna be a hard choice this week. I'm gonna have to put him and I don't know. I gotta have pictures for Monday and Tuesday as well. Usually Monday is whatever mythic is in the Soul Forge, and then Tuesday is one of the troops from one of the teams. So I usually have to choose one new troop. I don't know, we'll see. Drain 4 mana from all enemies, gain magic plus 1 armor and life. Not great. A little bit of a disruptor, but not too much. Like a weak famine that doesn't do any damage. Mana color, blue-purple, mana cost 12. So they're all terrible this week, all the troops. But the Heart of Rage may be important, so I'll probably... Trait number 1, Curse Touch. Inflict curse when dealing skull damage. Trait number 2, Omen of Ice. Explode a blue gem at the start of battle. And trait number 3, Armored. Reduced damage from skulls by 25%. Nothing special, except for the Heart of Rage could be an important troop going forward. And it's a legendary, so it's going to be more difficult to get. I don't know if you get it with how you're going to get it. If it's going to be in the vault or... I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Weapon spoilers for PC, mobile, PS4, Xbox for September 14th. Friday, September 18th, 5 days from now, we're getting the Chris Hook, Leonis Empire, Legendary Dagger Generator, Soulforge and Special Events. It's probably the weapon for the raid event, where you buy up in the shop, I'm thinking. It's pretty cool looking. It's like a another curved dagger type weapon. With a green jewel, a purple handle, purple and gold handle, and a, hooked blade, more than a curved. It's a hooked blade. Green-purple is the mana color. 14 mana cost. Deal magic plus 7 damage to an enemy, boosted by Leonis Empire allies. Then create a mix of 6 yellow and brown gems for each Leonis Empire ally. You never know. You never know with those. That could be the weapon. Put it with 3 Leonis Empire and generate their mana. But it's got gain 4 armor, drain 3 mana from the first enemy, deal 5 damage to the first enemy, and gain 4 mana. So you're gaining 4 armor, 4 mana, and dealing damage and draining mana from the first enemy. Could be okay, I don't know. We'll see. Chris Hook. No new classes, no new kingdoms, any new pets? Uncalico Jack is a new pet. I thought it was, but I didn't want to say. Leonis Empire. Talk Like a Pirate Day 2020. It is a cat with a pirate hat and a hook and a saber and a peg leg. Pretty much every single stereotypical pirate thing except for an eye patch. It does not have an eye patch. It's got a red bandana. Red headband more. So, pretty cool. I'll take it. Cosmetic pet color brown. So you won't gain anything except for cosmetic. And upgrade. Like you upgrade, you ascend your pets, you get chaos orbs, gems, like it goes towards that. So it's never bad to get a cosmetic pet because it still counts towards your total where you get the chaos orbs and the gems. So never a bad thing, but it's always better when it has some sort of stat. Even though they're kind of inconsequential besides the gold and the souls and the EXP ones. But, you always want as much as you can get. Anyway, Max Kingdom Power for PC, mobile, Xbox, and PS4. 914, Sin of Mirage Kingdom Power 11. 916, Leonis Empire Kingdom Power 19. So 16 would be... it doesn't say. I wish it would tell you the thing you get for doing that. Alright, so that's it for the main platforms. So Monday World Event, Sin of Mirage. We get a new troop, Heart of Rage, and the Mullet Lady. One is gonna be for the World Event, and one is new Legendary for the Vault. Then Tuesday we have Faction Assault for Elithea. Wednesday we have the new pet, the Calico Jack. Thursday we have the class event for Doomsayer. And then Friday, raid event, new troop there too. The new troops aren't that good, so not memorable. But hey, I remembered all the events. That's nice. Gash Nash. Why do I say that every video? Anyway, let's move on to Switch. Switch. Nintendo Switch insert chapter here. Weekly event spoilers for Nintendo Switch 9/14/2020. I can maybe give you some information from the future. That's the only cool part about this for me. But I like helping people. So, Guild Wars. Guild Wars on Monday, September 14th. Remember to set your defends. And your sentinels if you are doing sentinels. It's usually up to your guild whether you do sentinels or not. But if you don't want to spend gems and you don't need the stats, or your guild doesn't make you do sentinels, you can do sentinel level 2 without spending any gems. Did you know that? But I usually do 5 or 2 because they make me do 2, and I don't know. I used to do 5 all the time. 3 is a good one too. 2, 3, or 5 usually is what you do. 2 is for don't spend any gems. 3 is to get your magic up to a good stat, I think. And then 5 is like the max. So those are the ones people usually do. A lot of people, no one really does 1 or 4, but I don't know what I'm talking about. Hopefully you understand. Do your sentinels, set your defense. 24 different troops. Do not use the same troop on your defend teams. It doesn't matter if you do it on your attack teams, but don't do it on your defend teams. And make sure you use the color of the day on every single troop, all 4. Don't be a wimp. Don't get scared. Please. Don't be that guy that uses the key team every single day, or the gob truffle every single day, or, you know? Don't be that guy. Unless you're in a really low-level guild and you're like Paragon because of it. I don't know. And you just want the wins. Tuesday, September 15th, faction event for the Warrens. Pretty good farming faction early on until you get the City of Thieves. I don't know if you guys have the City of Thieves, but if you do not, looks like, let's see. Yeah, I don't know. If you do not have the City of Thieves, then the Warrens might be your farming faction. Check out my Delve guide. I got a playlist with like 8 videos, then the first 6 are for beginners. Go check out that guide and then decide if you want to do the Warrens or not, because if you go really deep in that event, you're going to permanently set your level high. But you can always do level 50, so it's not as consequential as it used to be when you couldn't. But you might want to think about it ahead of time, just in case that's the best one right now on Switch. I'm not sure. It used to be the best farming faction in the game at one point in time, and you guys are at one point in time, and I'm not sure exactly where. So, faction event Tuesday for the Warrens. You can use your key team in that faction, I think. Pet Rescue Wednesday, Puppy Pirate for Blackhawk. Thursday, class event for the Warden class. That's an okay class. It goes good with the King Gob Truffle team if you have King Gob Truffle. It has Green Storm. I think it does like a cleanse or dispel or something. It's okay. It's not great. It's like in the middle of the pack. It's not bad. Friday, Bounty, best single player reward event in the game. If you're going for Zul'Goth or whatever, if you want power orbs, rewards, it's the best single player event in the game besides the Vault. You're going to get Dire Cub. It's for Magrim Woods. Friday, Bounty. So make sure you do that. Bounty. If you don't do anything else, make sure you do your Guild Wars every day and your Bounty that weekend. Because you might want to skip the Warrens in case it's your farming faction, or complete level 20 over and over and over. That'd be the best way. If you want to really go all in on that Warrens but still keep it as your farming faction, then do level 20 over and over and over, and don't go forward. In an event, you have to like run away from the boss to do that, I think. I don't remember because it's been a while. So take that with a grain of salt. So that was your events. Troop spoilers for Switch. What are you guys getting? What can I say about these troops? You're getting Krampus, Magrim Woods, Monday, September 14th. You better watch out, you better not shout. Arcane Beast, base rarity legendary, troop type monster, troop role assassin. He's like a, I don't know, an evil goat, devil, an evil goat guy. I don't know, whatever. He's not good. Oh my gosh, I just closed Terran's World down. No, I didn't. Okay, good. I did. Unwanted Gift. Deal magic plus 8 damage to an enemy, or submerge them, or devour them, or transform them into a daemon and knock them to the back. Mana color green-red. Mana cost 15. Trait number 1, Accursed. All enemies lose 2 random skill points. Trait number 2, Cursed Touch. Inflict curse when dealing skull damage. Trait number 3, Lump of Coal. Deal 5 damage to a random enemy when matching red gems. Random gems, that's funny. He's not good. He's too random. He's too unreliable. He's gonna do one of 3 things, and you know, 2 of them are bad. It's like we don't use him in the future here. September 14th, you're also getting Wargare Brute. Et tu Brute, it says. Magrim Woods, Arcane Shield, base rarity ultra rare, troop type Wargare, troop role defender. It's a Wargare with a big axe, and he's naked. Clearing the Path, destroy a row, gain magic plus 1 life, boosted by green gems destroyed, cleanse all other allies 5 times. Mana color blue-brown, mana cost 10. Trait number 1, Nimble, immunity to entangle. Trait number 2, Thick Hide, reduce damage from skulls by 20%. Trait number 3, Spell Armor, reduce damage from spells by 25%. Is not used in the future, sorry. And Friday, September 18th, you're getting Dire Cub. Magrim Woods, it's like a cub, but only dire. It's your bounty troop. Arcane Lava, base rarity rare. Troop type beast. Troop role support. It's a wolf cub. Playful Howl, give magic plus 1 life to the first 2 allies, or give magic plus 1 attack to them, or grant a random positive status effect to them. Mana color red-brown, mana cost 10. Trait number 1, Bounty Hunter, gain 2 times 6 times bounty score based on my ascension. Trait number 2, Fast, start battles with 50% mana. Trait number 3, Stone Link, gain bonus brown mana for brown gem matches. That is an okay bounty troop. That one is used. So that's probably the best troop you're getting this week, is the Dire Cub. You won't use him outside of bounty, but he's okay in bounty. He gives magic plus 1 life to the first 2 allies, or gives magic plus 1 attack to them, or grant a random positive status effect. So he's gonna be helpful this week at least. Remember to use Tigraki if you got it. Excavator. Just check out one of my bounty videos. I do the same team almost every time. You just have to have them fully ascended, fully traded, and use the bounty captain. So definitely use the Dire Cub. And then use some combination of Tigraki, Excavator, and what's the other one? The Chris Turtle if you have it. I don't know if you have it or not. So if you don't, use something else. Like Soldier of Wrath, Rift Lynx, Pharaoh Hound. There's plenty of good bounty troops, but those are some of them. And that's all you're getting. So Dire Cub, Wargare Brute, and Krampus. Dire Cub's the best thing out of that, but it's just a bounty troop, and you won't use it outside of bounty. Sorry. That's cool to be able to tell you from the future how these troops turn out, you know? Switch weapon spoilers. Monday, September 21st, so you're not getting any new weapons, sorry. But Axe of the North is coming. No new weapons. Class spoilers, switch. No new class. Next new one is October 2nd. You're going to get Archmagus. Kingdom spoilers for Switch. On October 16th, you're going to get Ware Woods, so nothing this week. Pet spoilers for Switch. So, September 16th, you're getting the Puppy Pirate. Talk Like a Pirate Day 2019. He is the puppy with the eye patch, red bandana, a sword, no shirt, and some goofy pants. He's cosmetic, pet color red. And max kingdom power for Switch. On September 14th, Magrim Woods goes to Kingdom Power 12, and on September 18th, Magrim Woods goes to Kingdom Power 13. So, all Magrim Woods all day. Up to 13 by the 18th. And I think that's it. That is it for the spoilers. So it's harder to recap when I do two different spoilers, but you got it already anyway, so no big deal. But yeah, hopefully that helped y'all out. What are we doing this week? Just at the end here. And I want to say thank you to Chad Angelo told his guild about the channel. So shout out to Chad Angelo. I probably should have done that at the front of the video, but at least I remembered, I guess. Who else? Trey Bobuff gave me a $20 super chat during our live yesterday. That was freaking awesome. Faceless One gave me a $5 super chat like a week ago. That was freaking awesome. We're at 2.8k. We're the second biggest Gems of War channel there is now, I think. I'm pretty sure, unless you can find one from Germany or France or something. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure. Second biggest Gems of War channel. Got it back. Reclaimed the second place throne. The silver medal. Tomorrow, weekly preview. We'll go over the Soul Forge and some early teams. Tuesday, more refined, tweaked teams for the World event and the Faction Assault and stuff like that. Campaign, maybe do a little campaign, I don't know. Finish it up. Then Wednesday, Final Fantasy VII Remake and Gems of War video later in the day. So please join me on Wednesday morning for Final Fantasy VII Remake. I'd really appreciate it. Even if you don't watch or care about that game, come support me, say hi, leave a like, and then you can leave. But I would really appreciate some support on that game. Didn't pull it out of nowhere, you know. And then Thursday, same thing, Final Fantasy VII Remake, hopefully on live. It's a hope, not a promise, because I never know what's going to happen. But I hope to do it on Thursday too. And same thing, I'll try to put out a Gems of War video later on. Show some love, come in, say hi, hit a like. Around 5 a.m. to 7 a.m., something like that. And then Friday, what do we got this week? Friday? Raid. So I'll do a raid event team Friday. Then Saturday, our weekly Gems of War live stream on Saturday. Then back to the spoilers on Sunday. So that's what you get. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a ton. We want to get that. Who wants to be 18? Who wants to be the special number 18 member? The 18th member. It's only $1.99. It's pretty cheap, and it helps a lot. And if you can't do that, tell your guild. If you can't do $1, tell your guild. It helps a lot. Those people play the game. They may or may not watch YouTube. You can maybe tell your 29 other people in your guild. Maybe 10 will listen. Maybe 5 will come check me out. Maybe 3 will subscribe. And there's almost 3,000 of you, so if all of you did that, oh my gosh, we could be at 10k in no time. So, yeah, like, share, subscribe, tell your guild, consider joining, it all helps, and have a great week, and I will see you tomorrow for the weekly preview. Peace.